Chaos might be the craziest thing we have ever seen in Clash Royale. I mean, an infinite jumping Mega Knight, Mother Witch spawning more Mother Witches instead of cursed hogs, whatever the hell this graveyard is. Seriously bro, what in the world is happening in this game mode? Looking at the card pool, not all of them are available. Can't believe you left out my mini P.E.K.K.A like that. But every card has 3 modifiers, a common modifier, a rare modifier, and an epic modifier. This leaves us with 150 modifiers, which makes it near impossible to keep up with, especially with the way some of them are worded, like what does flamethrower even mean, bro? So today I figured I would explain every chaos modifier in Clash Royale. Starting off with Baby Dragon, his common modifier is a 200% movement speed buff, which is slightly mid because it makes building a push with him from the back worse. But it's great if you want to use him on the bridge reactively in some graveyard or golem push. The rare one makes him spit full-on fireballs out of his mouth. Yes, like the 4 elixir spell. So basically 1 hit from the Baby Dragon and you get your elixir's worth. It's important to note it has crown tower damage reduction, so it deals less damage than before the ability, but that's a fair trade. The epic one makes him spawn an egg when he dies that turns into an Evo Dragon. Now this egg does push back when it spawns, so it's decent to play him on stuff defensively, especially since the egg seems to be impossible to break. So yeah. Oh, also, it spawns any Evo Dragon, not just Baby Dragon. Also an Inferno Dragon is possible, or even an E-Drag. It's a bit RNG, but it can be life-saving. It's always nice to get a free evolution. Next we have Barb Hut. The common one is simple. It doubles the Barb spawn speed, which can get very overwhelming if they don't have enough splash cards. The rare one spawns Elite Barbarians, though it seems to spawn 2 E-Barbs instead of converting the 3 regular Barbs into elite ones. Nonetheless, it's still broken, especially on defense. The epic one, however, what is that goofy ass Mega Knight? This reminds me of this level from Plants vs Zombies. Anyway, from looking at the damage they do to the tower when they jump, it seems like the tiny troop will do full damage, they just have less HP than their original counterparts. Next we have Berserker. The common one increases her attack speed by 200%, which makes her deal triple the damage per second. But also, she would be nasty with Rune Giant. The rare one is a banded dash attack that makes dealing with her using any non-tanky unit near impossible. The dash range is set up in a way where she almost never walks, and it's almost as long as the princess regular attack range. Since the dash one-shots the princess, but the normal attack needs like 3 hits to take her out, the dash deals at least triple damage. If you want to know how much it is exactly, just use the numbers on the tower here. The epic one makes her heal whenever she attacks, and since her attack speed is so fast, she can almost out-heal a knight, a princess, and a princess tower. This thing is so broken that if she gets on tower with 1 HP, she can heal back fully and take out the tower on her own. Next we got Dart Goblin. The common one is as simple as the Berserker, though it's only 100% attack speed increase, but I think it's justified given its air targeting and ranged. Also cracked with Rune Giant. The rare one gives him magic archer darts, making him a semi-win condition. Just play him the same way you play a magic archer and you should be fine. The epic one makes him shoot sparky shots. It feels like the attack speed on him is reduced, but that's still way too busted to not go for it. Next we got Electro Spirit. The common one gives you 3 Electro Spirit for the price of 1. My Asian blood can't resist that. I think Middle Easterns count as Asians, right? I failed geography, please don't judge me. Anyway, they set them up in a way that allows you to split them, which is nice cause more options. And given there are 3 of them, it's now useful in killing princesses and goblin barrels. Pretty good value. The rare one zaps all units, and I mean all of them. The only downside is king activation and unpredictability, but the latter one is more of an issue for your opponent than yourself. The epic one makes it spawn a lightning when it jumps, which is broken for just 1 elixir. I keep forgetting about it whenever I cycle that thing on defense and think they lightning my stuff. Either way, it can't snipe ranged troops on their side, but using it in the pocket can allow for some nice plays. Next we got Electro Wizard. The common one spawns 3 Electro Spirit with him. This one makes him cracked at assassinating stuff on defense. One weird thing I noticed is that playing him on the right side will split some spirits, but on the left side he doesn't, Might change with True Blue, True Red, but just try and see. The rare one gives him 5 chains on his attack. The chain works more like Electro Dragon instead of having him attack 5 targets instead of 2. And it seems like they do full damage of his double attack given how much damage the flying machine is taking. The epic one chains his attack on every single thing on the map. This thing will fully counter split lane pushes on its own in seconds. And on offense, apart from spells, nothing will really kill it. Might be the most broken modifier. And it's a win condition given how it damages the towers consistently. Next we got E-Golem. The common one spawns 2 extra elixir golemites, aka middle stage one. While it can get overwhelming, it could also feed them with the extra elixir if they have the right responses to it. The red one gives you elixir when the golem dies. The opponent will still get their elixir, it's just that you both will get it now. You pay 3 elixir and get 4 elixir back, so it's even better than free. The epic one makes him spawn small blobs that slowly evolve. It's important to note that they don't go all the way up to the biggest form. This ability is very risky because it gives them a lot of elixir, and also when the E-Golem itself splits, the spawning stops. So if you want to get the most out of it, just play your guy in the back to passively spawn as many golemites as possible. Next we got Executioner. The common one doubles his HP, which makes him really hard to take out, especially when on your side of the arena. The rare one gives him 4 axes, which basically quadruples his damage. It's enough to one-shot fireballies, so basically he does a fireball worth of damage every attack. The epic one is Tornado with his axe, and somehow it ended up being more broken than an actual tornado spell being there because my god, what is this pushback? The only downside of this compared to the Nado spell is that it makes him less likely to snipe ranged troops. Next we got Fireball. The common one leaves a fire spot that deals around 75% of the fireball's original damage. It's helpful in one-shotting ranged cards that survive it or cleaning the death spawn of Tombstone or Night Witch. The rare one spawns a mirrored fireball similar to the Evo Goblin Barrel, which might sound mid, but against buildings or troops deployed in the middle, you can get double fireball on them, so it's broken but in niche situations. The epic one spawns a tornado to group things together and then throws 3 fireballs on them. Honestly, even just playing it on the tower alone is value, because like, why 3 fireballs for 4 elixir? Isn't that like a bit too much? Next we got Fisherman. The common one is a simple double HP buff, but it makes him survive lightning, so it's more important than it sounds. Lightning is banned in this mode, but yeah, whatever. The rare one will allow him to hook air troops. It looks like the troops are grounded, and that's because they are, for a few seconds, but then shortly after, they will fly and become immune to ground attacks. The epic one is infinite range on his hook. Very cool. You literally don't even need to wait for their golem to cross the bridge, you can just pull him instantly. Also, many new King Tower activations are possible with this, but I'm not gonna try those. Next we got Flying Machine. The common one is a double attack speed. Simple yet effective considering how annoying this thing is. The rare one makes it spawn goblins every few seconds that can really snowball very quickly. Though it doesn't spawn anything unless there is something in its sight range. Think of it like a goblin hut. The epic one makes it an Inferno Dragon with high range. Against a heavy deck, it's broken, but the downside is that it sucks against bait and cycle decks. Think before picking this one. Next we got Furnace. I don't know why the icon looks like a fire spirit. The common one increases the range of the fire spirit significantly. The rare one spawns every spirit. Ironically, it doesn't spawn a fire spirit. Instead, what I noticed is that the fire spirit is now his main attack, which is a huge improvement. The epic one disables his walking, which gives you an infinite fire spirit spawning structure. Though I would still play him in a spot where he would attack too. Yo, Lava Hound, chill bro. Next we got Giant. The common one is a speed buff. Whoa, I didn't expect it to be this fast. The rare one is a charging giant. It's a bandit charge, not a prince one, but when he punches the tower, he gets pushed back to charge again. And he can dash over the river, no problem here. The epic one is a giant barrel. At first I thought it was a goblin barrel, but it was a bar barrel. The damage seems too high, it one-shots Executioner. I don't know if it auto-kills anything. Bro, I forgot this modifier existed. Anyway, here's the regular golem and it took half of its HP, so it's very strong to say the least. Next we got Snowball. The common one is 300% extra slow duration. The time on this is like way too long. I don't think the voice line would fit the clip unless I start yapping randomly. The rare one is a 300% knockback, which looks so goofy. Unfortunately, it doesn't give you any new King Tower activations. The epic one is... fuck it, I'm not even gonna attempt explaining this one, you all are on your own. Next we got Goblin Barrel. The common one gives it damage on impact, which is very strong. It's literally a bigger fireball that spawns goblins now. The rare one just gives you 2 barrels instead of 1. The epic one, 3 goblin brawlers, literally 7 elixirs spent to counter it and it barely even saved my tower. I think this one will be super meta. Next we got Demolisher. The common one says 150% extra range. Wait, that didn't walk. Let me place it further. Bruh, even further now. Damn, that's kinda too much, isn't it? The rare one is an Evo Bomber attack, which is really strong on a card that they just can't spell away easily. But be careful of King Tower activations, it's easy to get them against it. The epic one is a Bomb Trail. I don't see anything. Oh hell nah. Not only does he spam bombs, but they push him quicker to the tower and deal around 1000 damage on tower. It's probably a giant skeleton bomb with the same stats. Next we got Goblin Drill. The common one just changes the goblin spawn to a dot goblin. It's a buff in every way imaginable, but it's still manageable. That rhymed, which is really respectable. The rare one gives the drill an infinite lifetime, as it doesn't lose HP on its own. While offensively it wouldn't do much, if you play it behind your towers you will get an infinite goblin spawner. In all honesty, even if they have fireball they can't deal with this because it needs 3 fireballs to die. And the epic one is a nightmare. Next we got Goblin Giant. The common one doubles his spear range, so he would lock on the tower almost instantly at the bridge. The rare one changes him to a big ass goblin. At first I thought this sucks, but he can target troops and deals almost the same damage as a fireball. This thing is low-key cracked. And the epic one is... oh boy, you will get a Sparky on his backpack, making him extremely threatening. Not only does it target air troops, but also the Sparky shot is double damage because it's 2 Sparky shots from 2 spear goblins that are perfectly lined up on top of one another. And if that isn't broken, it's immune to stuns and will keep charging regardless, so that's something. Next we got Goblin Hut. The common one doubles the sight range, but it's still not enough to detect towers. The rare one is the Goblin Party Hut. Basically it has a dart goblin on top that would shoot, and when it breaks, you will get a goblin gang and a goblin brawler. Oh, also it acts as an expo itself, so that's an extra win condition for you. The epic one spawns demolishers instead of spear goblins. Doesn't help with air defense anymore, but honestly, who cares? Next we got Golem. The common one gives you 4 elixir back when he dies, which is a nice little bonus. The rare one makes the golem bigger and will have him explode into 2 regular golems that would in turn explode into 2 smaller golemites each. It's honestly insane. Regarding the death damage, it's still the same as he didn't one-shot the dart goblin. The epic one will have him deflect all projectiles like the monk ability, which is beyond broken against most troops and buildings. It literally makes him fully immune to Fisherman. It's honestly really good. Next we got Graveyard. The common one increases skeleton spawned. This is the first time seeing it, so I'm testing without a tank and it looks like it still needs a tank. The rare one spawns guards instead of skeletons. If it sounds broken, that's because it actually is. Like I have 5 zappies here against it and nothing is tanking, and I still took too much damage and lost like half of my zappies. The epic one spawns random skeletons, bombers, guards, skeleton dragons, wall breakers, anything goes. I just don't know if giant skeleton and skeleton kings are included there. Next we got Hunter. The common one increases his projectile range. Dumb fuck activated the king tower. The rare one has him spawn in a bush, which is invisible until he attacks. When no target is left, he becomes invisible again like a royal ghost. The epic one is a flamethrower that's basically the same as his regular attack, just faster and pierces through stuff. Next we got Ice Spirit. The common one, just like the Electro Spirit, you get 3 spirits. The rare one freezes stuff for 5 seconds, then tells them to help me to get 100k subs this week. Come on, we're so close. The epic one spawns a hero ice golem ability when it jumps. Next we got Ice Wizard. The common one is a deploy range buff. Probably nice against Graveyard. The rare one would permanently slow down any troop hit by the Ice Wizard, even if once, so spelling him away is kind of a waste. Oh, and make sure you never let him connect to your towers or it will be slow forever. I don't care what you do, even if you had to sell the family dog to counter him, it's better than a slow tower for the rest of the game. The epic one, permanent freeze when he attacks troops, which is probably something you've seen coming considering how the rare one was. But the freezing goes away when he stops attacking, so not really so threatening on the towers. Next we got Inferno Tower. The common one cuts the time needed for the beam to upgrade in half. The rare one makes it a multi-target Inferno with 3 beams at the same time, which deals with any big push easily. The epic one is just a max beam all the time, making it good even against swarm cards. Next we got Knight. The common one buffs his HP by an extra 200%, but reduces his movement speed by 50%, which makes him very slow, but almost as tanky as a golem for 3 elixir. The rare one gives him a stun attack that can perma-stun any target. Say goodbye to your tower if a 1 HP knight starts attacking it and you do nothing about it. The epic one, something is off with my game. That's not a knight, that's a mega knight. Oh, the epic one spawns a mega knight for 3 elixir. Next we got Lava. The common one is a 500% increase in attack speed. The lava one is gonna go to its mom and say, "Mom, I threw up." The rare one gives you 6 fire spirits in addition to the lava pups, which would nearly kill any defensive troop that took out the lava. The epic one spawns 2 lava pups, I think every second. It just spawns them way too fast that even an executioner can't keep up with it, so prepare the air defenses. Next we got Mega Knight. The common one buffs his jump damage by 100%, which is simple, but makes some interactions really good. Unfortunately, it doesn't apply to spawn jump because it's a separate stat from the jump damage, so it can't one-shot the wizard. The rare one gives him infinite jump range. Looks scary in concept, but it's not that good. Also, it's easier to get the King Tower activated against him if he has that ability, so yeah, just needs super quick reactions. The epic one is unlimited jump attacks. He moves by jumping, attacks by jumping, and jumps by jumping. Jumps by jumping? What am I even saying? Next we got Mortar. The common one is a 200% attack speed buff just to make it slightly more effective. The rare one is a Barbarian Launcher from events, but it doesn't do 1 damage only like the event one used to do. The epic one is an Invisible Mortar. Basically, your only hope of countering it is tanking it long enough until it dies on its own or spells. Next we got Mother Witch. The common one gives you 2 Cursed Hogs per kill, which is, by the way, more broken than it sounds. Like, seriously. The rare one will have the Cursed Hog pop and curse everything around it when it dies. The curse stacks with the Mother Witch one, so if a troop has both curses, you would get 2 Cursed Hogs from them. The epic one will have the Mother Witch spawn Mother Witches, but the Mother Witches she spawned will not spawn Mother Witches. Only the original Mother Witch spawns extra Mother Witches. Now, how many times did I say Mother Witch? Next we got Musketeer. The common modifier gives her a hunter-like shot, and by the way, each bullet deals full musketeer damage, that's why it can one-shot lava pops. The rare one gives her double damage, making her a win condition, if you really want that. And the epic one spawns 2 elite musketeers, but the problem is that for some reason their melee attack isn't working. Next we got Night Witch. The common one says +6 bats on defeat, but I'm gonna be honest, I can only see 4 of them. The rare one spawns Evo bats. Yes, the ones that can heal and stuff. The epic one is honestly hilarious. She spawns bats randomly everywhere in the arena at a very fast rate, and it's very broken in split lane pushes or when defending split lane pushes. Next we got P.E.K.K.A. The common one buffs the movement speed by 200% for a speedy P.E.K.K.A. The rare one gives you 3 mini P.E.K.K.A.s, not as in the mini P.E.K.K.A. card. Basically triples the DPS in exchange of making her weaker to splash. I'll say though, it's really good when split, so I would probably do that. The epic one allows you to place your P.E.K.K.A. anywhere you want in the arena. It's not as broken as it sounds though. Next we got Poison. The common one increases the slow effect of it by 150%. It almost feels like the troops inside can't move. The rare one increases the damage and radius every second. It almost kills an executioner on its own, but be careful from activating their king tower. That happens very frequently. The epic one is a perma poison. Yeah, it doesn't end at all. Though if you place a second one, the first one would go away, so it kinda makes it balanced. You likely wanna clog the bridge with... I mean, never mind. It's just like the Dart Goblin's way too broken. Next we got Princess. The common one doubles her attack speed. Most common buffs are boring basically. The rare one is 55% extra range. Not gonna lie, this one is rare, it has no excuse being like that. The epic one is Arrow's attack. I thought it would spawn the Arrow spell, but it turns out it just attacks 3 times in a row like arrows do. Again, very boring for an epic one. Next we got Rage. The common one is a 200% range increase. But not only that, it can also increase damage dealt. It can one-shot Dart Goblins and take out half the wizard's HP. The rare one is a super rage buff. Basically, the speed up percentage is increased significantly. I think it would one-shot Dart Goblins too. The epic one is an infinite rage buff, so even when the rage expires, and when they leave the raged area, they will stay raged the whole time. And this applies to crown towers, so take full advantage of that, because having a boosted tower is nice. Next we got Ram Rider. The common one gets you double charge damage. The rare one would change the snares into Evo Hunter's nets, which basically permastuns the movement and attacks of more than one troop. The epic one combines the rare one with the ability of the Evo Battle Ram, allowing her to keep charging into the tower continuously. Next we got Rascals. The common one adds 2 Rascal Girls, which at least isn't another boring stat buff. The rare one changes the Rascal Boy to a Giant, which is honestly one of the more balanced abilities in the game. AKA it sucks. The epic one gives you a boss bandit and 2 magic archers, which is exactly how it feels to face rascals with no small spells that can one-shot the girls. Oh, and you can split them, which is good, because 2 magic archers are just free spell value. Next we got Rocket. The common one is... yes, Rocket. The rare one is a Goblin Party Rocket, which deals infinite damage to troops and turns them into goblins. Oh wait, that golem is way too broken. 1 second, I need another rocket. The epic one is a bouncy rocket, basically like a skipping stone on a lake. You can even have it bounce out of the arena. Next we got Royale Delivery. The common one gives you an Evo Recruit, which is honestly weak because it changes nothing on defense. The rare one allows you to play your delivery wherever you want, even on towers. The epic one spawns a random unit. Now, I don't know how I got 2 P.E.K.K.A.s in a row, but I promise you any troop can come out of it. Actually, screw troops. You can even get an Inferno Tower out of that thing. Anything is possible. Next we got Royal Giant. The common one gives him splash damage that can 3-shot a wizard. The rare one gives him 200% extra range, basically making him an expo that ignores troops. The epic one will have him shoot royal hogs that would stay and attack the towers. Also, the splash damage from the common modifier is an added bonus on top of the epic one for some reason. Next we got Rune Giant. The common one is an improved buff that happens every 2 attacks and adds 440 damage instead of 220. The rare one will give you 2 Berserkers so that the buff can be used even if you are low in elixir, but the problem is that they will get ahead of her. You want to use it on defense since the Rune Giant ignores troops, so that way she will tank for the Berserkers. And the epic one will buff every single thing on the map except for the crown towers, but basically anything will be buffed at all times. Next we got Suspicious Bush. The common one spawns vines on reveal, but it's a bit delayed. Your goblins can be attacked. The rare one spawns 2 extra bush goblins. Simple yet broken. The epic one spawns 4 goblin brawlers, which perfectly shows how it feels to face hyper bait when you have less than 7 spells on your deck. Next we got Log. The first one is a boomerang that makes it deal damage twice and kill a lot of stuff. The rare one is an extreme range that nearly covers up the whole arena. My first reaction to this was, where is this thing going, bro? The epic one spawns a lumberjack at the end of the log. You can tank the lumberjack with the right timing. It's not guaranteed damage on the tower. Next we got Tombstone. The common one says double skeletons, but they doubled the spawn speed instead of making it 4 per wave. I guess technically it's still double. Also, for some reason it has death damage that can one-shot an Executioner. It doesn't target air troops though, so which is a bit odd. The rare one has wall breakers spawning, which trades some defensive value for offensive value. The epic one spawns guards instead of regular skeletons, and the moment it breaks, the death spawn is a skeleton king. Also, the death damage is still there and deals the same damage. Next we got vines. The common one is a larger radius and +2 targets. Wait, that's not 5. Oh, this is an X, not a plus. Okay, trying again. This time, only 6 targets should be the max. Yeah, I can count, confirmed. The rare one adds a suspicious bush where you drop the vines, though the bush popping up animation makes it not that good at sniping stuff. Also, watch out where you play your vines or your bush can spawn in some awkward locations. The epic one is infinite roots like the poison one that basically keeps spamming vines on that one position. And just like the poison, if you play another one, you lose the first one. It can be nice in fully countering tanks in the back because it would lock the lava until it fully kills it and would also stun the tower. Next we got Witch. The common one doubles the spawning speed of skeletons, but that's still not enough to make her any good against what counters her. The rare one makes her spawn guards. It gets overwhelming very quickly. It's actually way too strong for a rare modifier. The epic one spawns Evo skeletons. That was kinda... I would imagine it would be super broken against melee cards. Next we got Wizard. The common one increases his splash range. It's easiest to see when he is attacking the tower. The rare one gives him fireball attacks, and just like the baby dragon one, it has tower damage reduction. The epic one spawns that Wizard trio card from that one event. You can split them, but you are limited to having E-Wiz on the right side. Next we got Expo. The common one gives it 50% extra range. It makes sniping their tower from near your king tower possible. The rare one gives it magic archer shots with lowered lifetime. That's not hitting the tower. Okay, so apparently you have to place the Expo all the way up for it to reach the tower. Honestly, that kinda sucks. The epic one is sparky shots with lower lifetime. Like that lifetime change does anything. Bro, what was that? Finally, we got Zappies. The common one doubles their attack speed, making perma-stunning possible with just 3 of them. The rare one adds 2 more Zappies for a total of 5, but for some reason, they still don't perma-stun. You can do a 3-2 split if they have spells, which is nice. The epic one is mini Sparkies that do the same damage as a Sparky. Splitting them is a good idea given how more fragile they are from regular Sparkies. 14-hour notice before the game mode goes live was diabolical. Recording the footage alone took me 16 hours. I had to speedrun existence to get this video out as soon as possible, my dudes.